Hey everyone. So today I felt like making a video about memory and how the majority of our suffering is caused because of memory. Well, memory and imagination, but this video I'd like to focus just on memory. The first time I was really conscious and aware of how I am creating my own suffering is when a friend of mine transitioned a few years ago. He was someone that I used to dance with, jazz funk dancing, and he took his own life. And I was the last to know. I found out on social media, and all of that combined triggered a lot of things inside me. Anger, frustration, disappointment, sadness. A lot of emotions were brought to the surface. And I noticed that I had a choice. So it was like having two clouds in front of me. If I chose the cloud on the right, in my personhood, with my meat suit on as Emma, then I would start crying. I would feel sad and really invest and indulge in the stories. And then when I chose the other cloud of just resting in the empty awareness that I always am, that's always here, without thinking, the crying stopped. Because I was not identifying with anything apart from what I was born with. So I played about with this for a little bit. I looked at the cloud on the right, Emma, personhood, thoughts, feelings, stories, and I would cry thinking about my friend who had passed. Or I would look at the other cloud and I would stop. And I just played, and I found it quite entertaining. Yeah, it was like a huge revelation and a relief as well. I'm not taking away the need for acceptance, because when people do pass on, there is a process of grieving and acceptance and all that. That's separate from this conversation. It was just the awareness of the choice, of the memory. And later on, and still happening now because it's very much still a practice, is how much of my responses and reactions come from memory. Like identifying with time and still responding from a memory. When you see someone from your past, you don't necessarily respond to them as they are now. You're responding to them, well, they did this to me 10 years ago. How can I make the space for them to evolve as a person? And my experience of them as a person, if I just solidify and concrete that they are this way, I'm not giving them chance to grow and expand and learn. I'm not being flexible. I'm being so concrete, not open. And just knowing that, at least conceptually to start with, really is helpful. And then it's a choice whether you want to practice and make it into a new habit of just observing people as they are, not what they used to be, not the stories, the memories of what they did in your experience. Yeah, so setting your memories free actually sets you free, me free, all of us. And I find it fascinating because I know I've practiced the opposite for so long, really investing in my stories and right from wrong and this and that. And it's all just creating separation. And I never used to do it. I wasn't born like it, neither was anyone else. So, we don't have to stay like it. It's so disempowering, giving our power away to so much in the day. That's why we're so bloody tired at the end of it. Why? Yeah, I had to share that. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Mwah.